Hi, I'm Esper, and I'm not sure what it is with my hair, but I just don't like it today. Anyway, today I thought I would do a little book tag again. I was planning to do a review, but it just wasn't working out. This is called the Rapid Fire Book Tag. I found it over Jessica's channel, Breathe and Read, and I will also link the original video as well. Let's get started. The idea of this tag is to answer your questions as fast as possible. I've seen videos as short as 3 to 4 minutes, so let's see how that goes. Trusty notepad here. Ebook or physical book? I'm going to have to say physical book because I like having the actual thing in my hand. It's nice to actually turn the papers. Kindle. I do have a Kindle, but I have no clue where it went. Paperback or hardback? I'm gonna assume hardback means hardcover. I prefer paperback. I'm not sure what I don't like about hardback. Online or in-store book shopping? I'm gonna have to say in-store. Trilogies or series? I'm going to have to say a trilogy because it's faster and I never have the time to actually find or read or buy a series. Heroes or villains? I'm going to have to say heroes because, well, that's basically the point of books, isn't it? The protagonists are usually the heroes. A book you want everyone to read? I'm going to have to say 1984 by George Orwell. It made me sad, but it's a really good book. Recommend an underrated book. I have no answer for that except maybe animals. Still, I don't know. Weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark? It's usually paper-based or wood-based. I don't know, I don't have that many things around, so it's like, it's not going to be very interesting. Used books, yes or no? Yes. Top 3 favorite genres? I'm going to have to say fantasy, science fiction, and young adult. I don't think I've actually read anything else other than that. I should really expand my reading. Borrow or buy? Buy, because sometimes I like the book so much I'm going to keep it. But I do tend to borrow books. But the thing about that is, people shouldn't let me borrow books because I usually either forget about them or lose them, or something happens to them. Characters or plot? Characters are cool and interesting, but without the plot you really can't have anything. The plot moves it along. So, plot, I'm going to say. Long or short books? I'm going to have to say medium short books because they're the type of books that don't take a whole lot to read, but also not a tiny bit to read. And plus, like I said, it doesn't take that long of a time, so instead of having to put off the book until you have a very long time to read, you could just read in a couple hours maybe. That's what I used to be able to do. I need to get back to that. I used to be able to read a whole entire 500-page book in a day. Long or short chapters? Long chapters, because sometimes I read by chapter, like I'm going to read a chapter and then I'm going to go make sure I can do something. It's sort of a nice way to make myself do stuff because by reading a long-ish chapter, I can get interested enough in the plot. If I have a short chapter and I cut that up, it's not going to be that interesting, is it? Name the first 3 books you can think of. Drive, which is right over there. Animals, which is right over there. And The Only Alien on the Planet. Books that make you laugh or cry. I'm going to have to say books that make me cry. Because as much as I don't like crying, it's usually a very good book that makes me cry. Our world or fictional worlds? I'm going to say fictional worlds. I mean, unless it's a young adult book that basically can't have a fictional world. But I think fictional worlds are very interesting. So interesting how authors just sort of make up their own world. Audiobooks, yes or no? I do not have an answer for this because I have never heard an audiobook before. I mean, I've heard like one, I think that is for an assignment, but I don't listen to audiobooks. I've been meaning to, but I just don't have the motivation yet. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? Yes, but in the good way. If a cover interests me, I'm more likely to go look at it. But I'm not gonna put a book down because I don't like the cover. Book to movie or book to TV adaptations? Book to movie. It's less likely to disappoint. I mean, it's gonna disappoint anyway, but it's not gonna drag out like that. A movie or TV show you prefer to its book? The Giver? The Giver was a good movie. I've read the book too, but if I have to choose, it's gonna be the movie. They're both really good though. Series or standalones? I'm going to have to say standalones because, again, it's shorter than a series. It's easier to get through, easier to put down. It's not going to take as long. Hopefully, most of that made sense. When I talk fast, it doesn't quite work out, and I kind of mumble. So yeah, that was the rapid fire book tag. I'll leave links down below of things I've spoken of. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, or maybe tell me what else I should do, and maybe subscribe. I'll see everybody in the next video. Bye-bye.